I haven't practiced, so it's going to be interesting. We'll start by swinging my compass around. Seconds. There we go. And I'll place the point here to create another circle by swinging my geometry tool around, creating the vesica piscis. This is the shape of a vesica piscis that two circles create. And from here, we can start to draw the construction of the pentad. Which will be most easily understood by creating the triangle that appears. First, we'll do the cross intersection. I'm thinking of Angela Arian's book. She was the founder of the School of Cultural Anthropology at the California Institute of Integral Studies. Angela Arian studied indigenous cultures and said that among all the various cultures from different times and different places across the planet, they all came up with 5 universal shapes: the circle, the triangle, the square, the cross, and the spiral. And she dissects how this happens from a mathematical standpoint, and it's a really interesting book. The Signs of Life, it's called, the 5 shapes. Okay, let's put this down a little bit more. Okay, so we have the circle. Now we're going to open or dissect the vesica piscis with this ruler by going straight from the top of the vesica piscis where these 2 circles intersect down to the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and go out. I didn't do a good job, but that's because I'm not really a geometer. I'm not an artist. I can't draw, I can't sketch, and it's ridiculous. So then I'm going to go ahead and dissect it exactly perpendicularly to this, and I will create the cross. So if this is 4 3/4, I'm going to go out of the circles again because this kind of indicates an infinite pattern instead of staying within the circles. I feel like there is some principle in math that's like the dot 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 of pi. If you're going outside the borders, it indicates that this can go ad infinitum, at least in my mind, like the flower of life. If you just took this shape right here and continued it with overlapping circles, you'd create the flower of life that then makes up the entire grid of the universe from which everything emanates. And that's part of the principle of the tetrad is that from the drawing the triad and opening the vesica piscis, 3 dimensions occurs, and you can already see it right here. If you imagine this point is the top of a pyramid, and these are below, that creates the idea of depth and 3-dimensionality. So there's an emergence of depth and dimension that comes with the creation of the tetrad. Then I'm going to go ahead and connect the center of this circle to the other one to start our star, the Pentad 5. We'll go ahead and write this here. Pentad is what we're doing. I'm sure that's not really showing up, and I don't know if it's backwards. It does seem like it might be backwards, the camera. I'm sorry. This is my like low-tech fucking production. Oops, no cussing. Now I'm gonna have to delete this video and start over. Sorry. I'm just gonna continue just for the sake of doing this, but so if I take the intersection of this circle, that's going to be here. We'll measure it with this guy instead. Handy dandy. I'm going to take the center of this circle and I'm going to angle through this intersection here, the cross that Angela Zarian talks about, to create one side of the star. And I won't go out there, out of the border, and then connect it the same. You can check the angle. It's a roughly 118-degree angle. It's interesting, I was reading about 137.5 is the golden angle. That's interesting, so that would be 137.5. That is not the angle I'm doing right now. I'm going to go with 118 instead. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is this line I'm going to extend out so that it's equal to the other one. And I think what I could do is, I like the idea of arrows to indicate that this could go on forever. Okay. If we take our guy right here, we could swing right where it did another line right here. I think I want to do more dissections of the circle. So it's going to go here. And it's right where the end of the circle meets the center of this circle, because if you drew another one, they would touch, and it should dissect this triangle perfectly. And then you can start to see a 5-pointed star is going to emerge here. Let's see, should I swing or should I use this? I'm wondering if I could use this, if it would actually, I don't think so. I'll use my compass instead. I want it to swing from the top of this, right? Yes. Same shape as the other circles. And we're just going to swing up like that. There we go. And then start looking. Look, if you notice, this is the intimation of another circle, and another vesica piscis has opened right here. I just saw a bald eagle out my window. He's sitting in a tree up there. I don't know if the camera probably can't get it. So from here, you can connect the other line from the corner of this vesica piscis. See how it goes straight across? You're going to connect this one to create a star shape. kind of want to do another vesica. But I don't want to do another vesica viscous. Just see what this looks like right here. Oh, wait a minute. This way, right? Yeah, like this. Go this way. I feel like I'm not sure if my dimensions are wrong. I may have accidentally widened the compass by a degree or 2 or 3. You'll notice they're slightly not the same shape. I'm trying to make the triangle shape emerge, the star shape emerge to show the pentad creates a star. So this goes down, right? And then this one connect. I'm starting to feel a little bit confused about drawing the pentad, and I really want it to work. So this goes across like that. You see the star right there. So this one has to be a star shape, right? Would it go to the center here? Is that how you do it? Or does it go across to here? Oh, I feel so, I kind of feel like it goes over here. This is a learning experience. I'm not teaching anything. I'm learning. So we are just going to figure it out. Figure it out. It's not confusing. I'd love to see this done. I do kind of see a star here. It's just that I think I didn't get the angles correct, so it looks kind of funny. You know, but you can see the 5 points. They're just, they're misshapen, and the idea is that it should be symmetrical. And the pentad is in the center, and you can see the shape, and I'll just like color it so it shows up. The shape of a pentad is 5 sides. And I was just looking up, why can't you have a 5-sided die? And it's because what I read is that on a 5-side, on a pentad, the sizes aren't equivalent, so a die would never, a 5-sided die wouldn't be balanced, and so you wouldn't have the fair game of chance like you do with the other dice. So you can see the 5 sides. I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm doing this for me, so there's a side, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the pentad shape right there. And here's the star. This pretty orange star. Whee! I think that works. I did it. My beautiful